Alright, cool. We're good. What is going on, the Kazuki and Cody? How you guys doing? It's time for SPL Sunday. We have an ADV game, Gen 3 going on right now, but there should be some Gen 9 games coming very soon. Yeah, this is ADV. Prince is my teammate, but the week is already lost. My team has lost. But we're still gonna watch it and support. That is what a good teammate does. Okay, so turn one, Zapdos pass on T-Tar, focus sub focus punch Tar. I think that's a very classic Gen 3 set. Okay, that did a fuckload of damage. I can't lie. What's going on, Arrow? Glad you're doing well. What's up, Griff? My favorite gen is probably. I think there's multiple answers for that. Oh, that Hydro Pump is doing a lot of damage. Nice. So my favorite gen to play was definitely Gen 3. Like Emerald. Like the in-game, but like my favorite competitive gen was definitely Gen 7, because that's kind of where I had my breakout as a player. I had one of my strongest years ever. It's a Bundy. This isn't for funsies. It technically matters because there's a thing called battle differential. Let me pull up the week. Like you see this, my team has lost 2-7, which is, not great, but it's a best of 12, right? You need 7 to win, and if we can get a few more wins, then the loss isn't as bad, because the differential between wins and losses can really matter to the end. But let's just hope. Oh, Gen 9 started. We can tap in for that in a bit. But let's finish up. Okay, that crit, that's tough. That crit really sucks. That's HP fighting crit. I played some formats where you have unrevealed mods and it's low-key, it's fun. Yeah. Some of the old gens are pretty fun, honestly. It's kind of a different strokes kind of moment. Oh, okay. Didn't para the Zapdos at least. Some people really like those kind of long games that old gens can have, and the mystery and like uncertainty of having to predict what your opponent has in the back. But some people also really hate that and they prefer team preview, which is understandable as well. Are you the coach or were you playing? I played this week. Or I'm not like the coach for my team, no. If that's what you meant. What's our placement? I think we're dead last. We lost week 1. This is week 2. It's not looking good. But it's okay. It happens. Unlucky hypnosis miss. Hypnosis is not a real move. That is my biggest gripe with like Gen 1, red, blue, yellow, because people really be leading Gengar into Jinx and clicking the move Hypnosis in optimal play. Like that, how can Hypnosis ever be an optimal move to click? It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Blunder is a coach for his team, which is the Dragon Spire Tyrants. Yeah, technically it's manager, but coach makes sense too. It's basically the same thing, except they can't assist in game, of course. Every 60% move is hypnosis. What else is even 60%? There's like grass whistle, which is like 55, and then there's I don't even know what else. This Zapdos is going stupid with the hacks right now. This is definitely a cooked game. Oh well. What was the SV team you ran early today? I'm gonna go over my game and my week 1 game in a video that I'll upload later today. I'll do some kind of post-game review so we can go over what happened. Alright, let's watch this. This game is definitely fried. Let's just watch the Gen 9 game. Okay, it's still on turn 1 preview. My Java has a Rillaboom kind of, I don't even know. Actually, I guess this isn't really like a standard team structure, but it's like Rillaboom plus setup sweepers, like Darkrai, Dragonite, Zamazenta. Could be Grassy Seed Hat, probably not. Probably like Helm or AV or Eject Button. And then I would guess Balloon Treads or Booster Treads. Playing tournament seems fun. If I ever get good, I'm gonna try. Yeah, yeah, definitely try. Everybody starts from somewhere. There's quite a few people in my Discord chat that like really want to make it big in tournaments. So, what's up, PvP expert? Kyurem goes crazy. Yeah, there's no ice resist on this team. This Kyurem is gonna go stupid. It's probably not Specs Kyurem, which is lucky for Java because Specs Kyurem actually has 0 switch-ins, even AV hat. But regardless, the Kyurem is gonna put in work probably if it's played well. So turn 1 Darkrai versus Lando. This is not really a moment that Shengineer is probably gonna stay in. Darkrai could be anything right now. It could be Choice Scarf with Ice Beam. It could be Will-O-Wisp. It could be Thunder Wave, Nasty Plot. It could be so many different things. Okay, so turn 1, that U-turn did a ton of damage to that hat. It's definitely some kind of offensive hat. Or like AV 0 defense, because that U-turn did a ridiculous amount. Alright, let's tap back in for ADV. I think ADV is pretty cooked though. Yeah. Salamence eats this? Oh, it doesn't eat it. Wow. But yeah, that U-turn was a really good play. I don't know if it's Scarf Lando or he just predicted him not to Ice Beam, but that's going to really set my Java back. Shengineer with a very strong start. And now what do you bring in? You could bring in Gambit, honestly. Like, Gambit doesn't have too much to lose. Slowking G also can just spam Sludge Bomb or Chilly Reception or anything. Cinderace if it's Gunk Shot. He's got a few options depending on what his team is. Maybe the Lando's offensive too? It's possible. That U-turn, I feel like that U-turn did do a lot. Okay, so Gambit is in. The nice thing about bringing Gambit in right now is you can force out the Zamazenta Dauntless Shield basically turn 1. So Zamazenta won't be able to rely on that later on. Pretty tricky spot for Java. I mean, he could Treads, but if it's not like a tanky Treads, like it's booster or anything, he's wasting his booster and he could potentially take a lot from Katao. What's up, Superstar Gaming? Okay, he does decide to go Treads, and it is a booster Treads. Oh my god, low kick click is tough. That's tough. That was a really, really nice play. I guess if you're not Ironhead, you're just clicking that anyways because it covers Zamazenta and Treads, and nobody's staying in with Hat. That was a nice play. I assume Java just tries to get up rocks right now. The thing is, Cinderace can pretty easily court change those hazards back. Yeah, so that's a very easy stain for Shengineer because nothing Treads can do will Oko, King Gambit. And he doesn't want to EQ into like Lando. But now Java's game has to really depend on keeping these rocks up. If they get court changed back, then Dragonite's going to take rocks. I'm assuming it's not Boots with Treads and Hat. Yeah, 1600, not bad. Darkrai coming in, basically saying I'm Focus Blast. Respect it. So a nasty play here would be Nasty Plot. Yeah, okay, okay. So you either force out a Terra from the Slowking, which doesn't really accomplish too much, or you lose something. Because I don't think AVG King can eat this. If it's Colbur, it eats it. Oh, it's Colbur. Is it Thunderwave? Oh, it's Nasty Plot Life Orb, and it gets Thunderwave. Oh, okay. Alright, this looks pretty cooked for Java. I can't lie. Dragonite is going to have to basically 6-0. Okay. Slowking G is sacked. I mean, potentially if Cinderace goes for a greedy court change here and Darkrai knocks it out, I could see Rillaboom maybe winning if it has like a Terra. Like a resist to Ice Terra. Okay, Kyurem comes in. It's actually Specs Kyurem. So this team just relies on early pressure with Kyurem. It's not meant to be a long-term win condition. A week ago you were 1760s. That's pretty good. I lose a majority of my games via D-Knight. Yeah, it's a tricky Pokemon to play against for sure. No, doesn't need G-King for anything else. Okay, Hat comes in. It's definitely AV Hat. Or is it Scarf Kyurem Custap Hat? I mean, it could be anything. We have no idea. Only the players know. Okay, it's not. Definitely AV Hat, definitely Specs Kyurem. Honestly, I'm looking at the Zamazenta actually. Keeping G-King to have somewhat of a pivot on Zama would have been kind of nice. If the Zama is IDEF, it kind of just wins on the spot. Like, he would have to go Ogerpon and Terra on court, but that's not like a long-term solution. Wait, this Zama might go stupid. Hold on. Okay. Zama goes for the IDEF. Oh my god, he freezes his second Ice Beam in a row. Okay, that's that's tough. What's up, Jules? Or Juliz, sorry if I said that wrong, but yeah, that's real tough. I can't lie. Kiro, you magnificent beast. That's a crazy thing to say. I think this Kyurem just wins right now. I'm assuming it's Fly Knight. I think that gets OHKO'd through multi with specs. Hold on a second. Okay, Dragonite's in. It's gonna hope for a fucking miracle right now, but I don't know if that miracle exists between Kingambit, Ogerpon, Lando. Okay, is he going for a last Mon Dragonite sweep? Or I don't, yeah, because that's never he's never switching out there. Oh, it's Terrafly. It's over. Ooh, it lived barely. What's good, Brandy? Yeah, you have to kind of go for choke there. So I understand roosting in hopes that Shinjinger would swap out, but there's no reason for him to. So it's a pretty dominant game off the hand of two or just one really major Ice Beam freeze on Zama. I feel like Zama really did kind of just win. Like, obviously Shinjinger should have something for it, but I don't know. Like, maybe he used Terra Ghost Kyurem to like Ice Beam on the IDEF and then Terra Ghost on the press, but that's definitely a rough one. Could Fairy Knight have done it? Nah, Fairy Knight can't get through Kingambit with Terra unless it's like Terra Fight or Dark Gambit, which I guess is possible, but at that point you stay in with Kyurem here. Yeah, let me go to the very yeah. So you stay in with Kyurem here after the +1 Dragon Dance. And then if Dragonite knocks you out, you just Terra Ogerpon and you finish out Dragonite 100% of the time. If you didn't somehow, you could Terra and Encore it and then go Kingambit and win, but it was definitely a cooked game. All right, let's check the schedule. Is that Lando defensive EP? It could be. That U-turn did a lot, so I don't think it's Earth Power though. I think that it probably did way too much to be minus attack nature, which is what Earth Power does. Like Jolly. No, timid. Okay, we also have Jester versus M-Dragon. Eternal Spirit versus Halam is what I'm excited for. Hopefully that one starts relatively soon. But in the meantime, we can go over some previous SPL games that happened already. Except mine. Because we're going to save that for a video. Some kind of review. Alright, let's go here. Oh, this was a pretty wild one. Bia versus BHKG. Bia, not known for his giga fat teams, brought a very surprising core Gliscor Dondozo team. This is like half stall and then half like balance with Dragonite, Ogerpon, Clef. This was a pretty destructive game. Ver is playing really late. He's playing in like 7 hours, which is insane. But yeah, I think BHG makes some big fumbles here. Like right now, I think growth on the Gliscor doesn't make a lot of sense. I would have probably like hard tussed there. But then this Gliscor is about to eat the Ice Spinner, which is not a threat. Well, it's pretty close. Get Toxic. Yeah, super ugly team. This is like the ugliest team I've ever seen. Oh, Synth RS. You can message me on Discord with like proof of your membership, and then I can add you to the members channels. I need an announcement for that, but I don't know where to put that. But yeah, if you want to join that, just message me on Discord. I got you. Yeah, the Dozo D-Knight Corv is the nasty team. It's basically half stall and then half like balance. So I guess it's not a stall team. It's like kind of like balance or like semi-stall maybe. Like Ogerpon has been used in semi-stalls before. If Dragonite was defensive, it would be used. Alright, this was a great play. Going for that rest on Draco means that he always eats a hit and then he can pivot to Clef. Dozo isn't really useful in this matchup at all, so just forcing out the Wake in a precarious situation was a really big deal. And if he Hydro Steamed, Dozo would be able to eat that and stall the Sun, turns out, and then he could switch to Dragonite, or he could switch to like Ogerpon or something. So that was a good play. Who is lobbying for all this Ogerpon regular usage? Storm Zone. Easily Storm Zone. Where can we watch SPL live? It's on Smog Tours. smogtours.psim.us. I can put it in the chat as well. It's basically like a side server to Pokemon Showdown, where all the tournament games happen officially for Smogon. The order of the team is like he couldn't decide stall balance, stall balance, stall balance. That's a good point. He's like, I want to use Dondozo. Should I go stall? Nah, Dragonite's OP. Let's add Dragonite. Wait, but you need Corv for Ogerpon. So I'll add a Corv. And then it goes from there. But yeah, this was a nasty game. The Slitherwing was a Giga threat. It's just, with the hazards up, it's just taking too much damage. And then this crit E-speed, which didn't even matter, finishes it off. But yeah, that was a nice game by Bia. He made some really key plays and had a great matchup, I think. Actually, was it great? Walking Wake kind of destroyed him. But he made good plays to pivot around the Walking Wake, limit the amount of times it could come in. Alright, let's see. I don't think there's anything right now. There should be multiple games right now. That's the issue with SPL Sundays. It's so dispersed sometimes. Like, there's RBY, but no one's to watch fucking RBY. I'm gonna be honest. The aesthetics of the team is like 15%. Yeah, that's why it is absolutely an ugly team. Oh, this was a pretty cool game. I've never seen a webs like this. There's like 2 mons you could never expect to see on webs. Heatran and Zamazenta. I mean, Zamazenta obviously is a very broken mon. Not broken, really good mon. But it's a very interesting webs team, and webs is one of those styles that's really good when people don't respect it. For example, DCA's team on the other side has 0 hazard control whatsoever. Like, theoretically could be boot spam, clear body pull, boots Dragonite, but it's just so weak to webs because Valiant really gets owned by that. Has Sun been brought a lot this tour? I think it's been brought a few times, but nothing crazy. But yeah, turn 1, Dragapult, Turns out to be the best lead DC8 thinks into webs. Unfortunately, it doesn't really pressure Araquanid enough to like prevent hazards. If he was like a taunt Valiant lead, that could have maybe helped him, or even taunting Lu, but unfortunately he's really gooed by webs right now. This Heatran connected 2 Magma Storms. Like I said, best Pokemon in the game, 75% of the time. Yeah, ban pull with Terra Blast Ghost would be really good. That would actually be amazing here. You're right. That would quite literally like 6-0. It would knock out a Araquanid in 2 turns. Webs go up, but your clear body. It can OHKO. It can like destroy Heatran. It can OHKO Gold, OHKO Valiant. Because Valiant is probably not Speed Booster. Wow, you're right. Terra, yeah, ban pull would be so good here. Unfortunately, he's not. Yeah, with webs up, he's definitely Giga Fried by Wake, especially if Valiant isn't Scarf or Boots. Speaking of which, Wake just got Whirlwinded in, or no, red carded in. Goes for the Terra Water Hydro Pump. Biblical greed right there. What if you miss? Then your Terra is wasted and your Wake is really low from spikes and rocks. Super insane play, but that's my guy Fogbound Lake. He is known for those really insane clicks. Speaking of which, clicking Focus Blast on the Terra Normal Dragonite, knocking out that King Gambit. Major moves, major moves. With King Gambit gone, I would say there's like 0 chance of this game going in his favor. But Terra was already expended anyways. Alright. And now Special Attack Boost Valiant is about to clean up everything, I think. Does Moonblast knock it out here? Oh, it does. I'm surprised Dragonite dropped to that. But it makes sense. It's probably no bulk. And it finishes it off. Sun Web teams. That sounds insane. Sun Webs. Greed knows no bounds. Oh, this was a pretty crazy one too. This is Clean versus Originality 56 is his name. Coach Jones. I don't know why it's that, but this is probably the most ridiculous sequence I've seen in a while. So this Dragonite leads turn 1. Okay, not yet, but it's very soon. Is red card? Yep. Okay, so Dragonite is in right now. Dragon Dance is up. Or no, Roost up. Now Dragon Dance is up. Because it's U-turn Zapdos, you don't need to fear Thunder Wave as an immediate click. Weavile comes in. Nice scout on what the Dragonite Terra is going to be. What's up, Aracion? Turns Terra Ground to live Ice Shard. And now you're playing against a Zapdos that's trying to hit Hurricane into you. Which is insane. Zapdos eventually is like, I'm going to miss one soon. I'm going to switch out. Because, you know, that's math. Brings in Tinglu. You would think to Whirlwind. But it's not. It's not Whirlwind Tinglu. It's desperately spamming Ruination, which also has a chance to miss. And it has a chance to go back to full if it misses. Especially on this turn, I think. Yeah, so Dragonite's at 100% right now. Ruination misses. And this is like the most dire situation I've ever seen. I had one Sunweb team to have speed control for Specs, Eruption, Hisuian, Typhlosion. That's a tough set. That's a tough ass set. But yeah, dodges the para, lives Ice Shard from Weavile. This game is insane. This is like the most ridiculous game I've ever seen. No Whirlwind on Tinglu meant a Dragonite basically turn 1 swept. A nice play going to Petch on Vacuum Wave. Now you click Shadow Ball? Okay, that's fine too. Now you can click Shadow Ball. Looks like AV Gold maybe? I feel like that Shadow Ball did way too little. That might be AV. But yeah, nice play going Keldeo, but at this point it's so cooked. You can Terra Ground to live this all you want. It's cooked. Because this Zamazenta's coming in. It's clicking Body Press. It's clicking Crunch. Oh, it's not AV Gold. It clicked Recover. So it's like a Spidef Gold? I feel like that took way too little from Shadow Ball. I hate D-Knight. Yeah, many people get in line. Many people do. But yeah, Earthquake is clicked. Maybe it was a roll on Keldeo. That's why he felt like he had to go for that. But This was an insane game. I can't believe a Dragonite basically did that from turn 1. Alright, RBY is going on. I don't care about RBY. We're gonna keep watching other SPL games until until Helom starts, which surely is soon. I'll ask him maybe. Let me see if he's online. Eternal Spirit was on just briefly. I don't know if the game is delayed or something. 0 special attack and a max HP. Does gold really only take 38 from with max HP? That's pretty wild. Wait, XRN versus Fusion happened. I didn't even see this game. Okay, so this is going to be a fresh game to watch. Fusion and XRN, two very highly respected players. I think both top 4 of official Smogon tournament last year. So should be a hype one. XRN using a very offense looking team. Fusion has a little bit more of a balance. Really, yeah, really big turn 1. Okay, back to hat. This was a good game. Okay, awesome. I thought you were talking about the Dragonite game for a second, and I was like, dude, no way the Dragonite game was a good game. Alright, let's see. Okay, Lando's clicking U-turn on hat. Hat is the Rocky Helmet set. Focus Blast misses on Garg. Kind of a big deal. Expects the Terra Water to come out, so switches gold out. But Fusion makes a nice play, actually. Just going for hard rocks. But I don't like how he let rocks go up on his side, too. Because I think his team clearly doesn't want that to happen. Okay, let's see if this is Heavy Slam Zamazenta. It is. Woof. Alright, Zama knocks hat out. His own Zama comes in to roar this out. Nice play. Brings a King Gambit. That's a really good play. Zamazenta on Fusion side looks insane right now. Okay, yeah, that was special defense invested. Definitely special defense invested gold then. I was like, 38 is way too little. Alright, Dazzling Gleam is clicked. Is that Specs Glamora? Why did that do so much to treads? Am I crazy? No, I think it's like Scarf, right? Yeah, it has to be Scarf. It's just like 0 bulk treads for some reason. It's just taking way too much damage. Alright, Salt Cure knocking out Glim means that Toxic Spikes, the poison, like the toxic spikes are going up. I assume Guard clicks Terra here. Yep. King Gambit is in. You can troll the Gambit a bit with Garg. Okay. Do you protect here on the pretty free sword stance, or does Exern just attack? He just attacks. Good play. He's keeping a lot of his King Gambit HP. Now Zama's in. Force the crunch to bring King Gambit low. Defense drop doesn't matter. Zamazenta lives with 1 HP? Yo. That's crazy. Zamazenta living with 1 to fall in 2 plus 2 Iron Head? I would never expect that. Alright. Fusion has to be careful about losing to the opposing Kyurem or Zamazenta still. Those guys are scary. Click recover here on the King Gambit sack, maybe? Yeah. But now Zamazenta's in. Is it sub? No, you're not sub Heavy Slam, right? Could it be? He didn't click Salt Cure. Why didn't he click Salt Cure? Salt Cure into sacking Zama. I guess this way he minimized the amount of iron defenses that Zamazenta gets. For some reason, we're seeing a Kyurem force out a Zamazenta. Nice double back. But now it's going to get cured. Okay. Wait, this is a crazy game. How much does body press do? Only 30%. So Dragonite can roost on this. So Salt Cure plus Dragonite should be able to beat Zamazenta. So it comes down to Garg Kyurem versus Gold Kyurem. Okay, goes Doubles into Kyurem. Does he click Dragon Tail on some crazy shit? Nope. Fair enough, fair enough. Sacks Kyurem here. Scale Shot. Okay, so could be Dragon Dance Kyurem. Which means that Garg might solo the whole team. We'll see. Although this gold being recover means you can nasty plot if you have it, but it looks like it's not. Yeah, it definitely has to be Scarf Kyurem if he brought it in on a +2 Zamazenta Iron Defense. Okay. Okay, so it's Hex Gold, which makes sense. Never click Nasty Plot. Yeah, Terra Water Garg is Satan. Okay, Focus Blast finally connects. Okay, recovers are being used. I don't like the recover there. I think you protect, if anything, to get a little HP back. But that recover PP could be really big later on. I mean, the Garg might solo, but he still has a Zamazenta. And he might be Freeze Dry and Kyurem. This is going to be a really close one for sure. Okay, so you Salt Cure, you Hard D-Knight. Iron Defense again. Is it Dragon Tail Dragonite? But you can Roost here, I think, no matter what. You should be able to eat this? Yeah. Okay. Roosts are being clicked. So it looks like Zamazenta is going to stay in here to perish. Dragonite is able to heal back up. Goes for the Earthquake. I mean, I guess that's fine. It doesn't really matter. And now you can Dragon Dance. Okay, yeah, now you can Dragon Dance. Then you can Earthquake the Kyurem. One HP Kyurem? Is it gonna crit the Garg or something? Not E-Speed Dragonite too. Oh, Jesus. What's gonna happen? It's loaded dice scale shot. 13, 15, 14. Needs a crit. Not enough. Wow. Wow, that was a wild game. I'm surprised Zamazenta didn't win it, to be honest. But yeah, nice plays from Fusion to bring that back. It looked really, really dire. Wow. So Scale Shot needed... Let's see, if each hit can do 15 max, Fusion XRN needed 5 hits plus 1 crit, which is not very high chance to happen. Wow. Garg is so cringe. He went stupid though, but he's cringe. Alright, is there any other games I missed? Let me see. ZS vs Attribute? I feel like I didn't watch that. Ash Ketchum Gamer vs Nat? I also don't think I watched. So let me pull those up. Did Terra Ghost Garg fall off? Terra Ghost Garg was never really a thing, honestly. Alright, we have ZS vs Attribute. 2 of the top 10 ranked SVOU players, so should be a hype one. ZS is using what we've seen a lot recently. These Hatterene, Hat plus Tusk. And then you have Specs Kyurem, Dragon Dance Kyurem. And then you have Dragonite in the back to also benefit from those rocks off. And even Cinderace potentially as like a court change, which is funny. Potentially triple hazard control. Alright, definitely not Specs Kyurem. Could be AV. Yeah, looks like AV Kyurem. Okay. Trades for some damage on gold. Not sure if that's worth it, but that does look like AV gold, I want to say. Like, unless it's also Spadef. Which I guess is possible with the Grassy Seed Rillaboom. You could be Spadef gold. Alright, Close Combat is clicked on Hats, which is not Rocky Helmet. Tries to make a pretty crazy over-prediction. What did he expect to switch in? Wait. Did he expect Tusta pivot in, I guess? Because I would think either gold is pivoting in or Hat is staying in. Because it's not like he needs Hat. because Ting Lu is gone. But I think after this close combat is clicked, let's see what ZS clicked here. He clicks Nuzzle, so he actually expects a switch out here from Zama. Or just trying to nuzzle like a Stone Edge one or something. But at that point, you might as well keep your hat because he made an over prediction that you can benefit from. Terra Stellar Adamant Zamazenta. Man, that sounds crazy. I think Vert used to use that back in the day. Okay, it's actually Covert Cloak Hat. But surely now it gets sacked? Yeah, now it gets... Oh my god. Another CC. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, at that point, Zama was parried, and it doesn't matter. But if he did it early, the hat could have been gone. Okay, Kirim still looks pretty good. And it's actually sub... The fuck? It's sub protect with no hazard control. He's crazy. Okay, so this should knock this gold out. Yep. I guess you Terra ground and you're no longer weak to hazards, but it is still a little bit greedy. And maybe he's taunt Ting Lu too. Okay, Torn comes in to eat that. Bleakwind. What? What? Let me pull up a calc. How do you deal with this Kirim set? Iron Crown with like Assault Vest. Ting Lu with Whirlwind actually eats a lot of those freeze dries up. Spedef Corv also is a pretty decent answer. Okay. Okay, so it's like Max Spedef AV Tusk. That's some shit I would use. That's crazy. 55 from Liquid is crazy. Because without any AV or bulk, it gets O-code straight up. Yeah, always O-code. Even max HP has a role to get O-code. That's funny. Wait, it's slower even after spin. Yeah, it's definitely like max Spedef, max... Maybe like a little bit of speed and then like max attack or something. That's funny. Okay, I'm surprised Butte doesn't go Rillaboom to try to revenge this. Oh wait, did he Bleakwind speed drop? Oh, okay. I totally missed that. Okay, so Tusk is definitely faster than Torn at +1, but he got a speed drop. I'm really surprised Butte doesn't just Bleakwind again though. Like, I feel like he really doesn't lose anything, but maybe he's preventing a Dragonite sweep. Alright. Tusk's gone. Cinderace in. Pyre Ball. Yeah, I realized he got Bleakwind dropped immediately after. Because I thought, yeah, I was confused why Butte just U-turned there, but fuck it. Oh, wow. This is Choice Band Cinderace. It just O-code Kirim. I think Butte definitely could have... Oh, it was the last PP2? I think Butte was hoping ZS would overpredict the last Pyro Ball and double Dragonite on the Rillaboom and then try to get a free Dragon Dance, so that's why he stayed in there. He probably clicked Freeze Dry is my guess. That was a pretty tough play by ZS. And there's just no way Rillaboom can get through Dragonite plus Cinderace with no Terra. Looks like a bulky Rillaboom too, perhaps? Or Scarf, maybe? No. Is it a weak Dragonite or is it a bulky Rillaboom? Either way, it's cooked. Alright, now we have Ash Ketchum Gamer versus Nat. Ash Ketchum Gamer is using a team... No, I thought I made this because there's a Dogi on it. But I'm pretty sure I didn't have a hat ever on like Dogi, Lu, Gambit. But I've definitely used Dogi, Lu, Gambit a lot. He tried to double protect? That's also possible. But I don't know. Like if you sack Rillaboom and he has no more Pyro Balls, and then you have a free freeze dry, do you need the double protect to win the game? I mean, it's dependent on Dragonite, but you would have grassy terrain. I don't know. I don't know if double protect is the correct call there. Like I have to assume he was doubling out. He was expecting a double into Dragonite, because like surely double tech is in the play when you have a Rillaboom without Swords Dance into Dragonite plus Cinderace. It's funny, if Rillaboom had Swords Dance knockoff, it could have won the game. Maybe. Depends on the rules. Alright. Rare Bronzong spotted. Yeah, I think you sack Rilla as well, unless you're predicting him to swap there. Have you tried Calm Mind Latios plus SD Pawn? I don't know if I've tried that. Oh, Swords Dance Lando. You know, send this guy back to Gen 7. I haven't seen Swords Dance Lando in ages. But great matchup here. Does get red carded out, but like whatever. You did half a lose HP plus more. If you stay, I think you freeze try to catch the D9 double. Either way, you don't protect. I agree. I agree. I think that was definitely odd. Okay. My boy Dogi is in. Gets a crit on the Zong. And gets O-code. Dogi will remain the Pokemon that only I can win with, unfortunately. All he did was beat a fucking NU Pokemon to 1 HP and still lost the 1v1. Alright. My guy might be a fraud. He might be, unfortunately. He might just be a fraud. Okay. Offensive Dazzling Gleam Hat is able to 2-hit kill Lando, which is kind of surprising. But Cleft Moonblast should finish it, yeah. Your coach just got packed by Bronzong. I know, bro. I know. What has come to this? How has it come to this? AV Dogi would have beat that Bronzong 1v1. Let me make that clear right now. AV Dogi would have done it. Alright, this looks really chopped though. Like I think Mandibu's about to solo on everything. Sheldon Cooper the Dragapult. Gotta wonder what that means. Ogerpon going for the Terra. Makes sense. Knockoff or U-turn? Nice. U-turn. Play it safe. Sack the Bronzong that did his job beating Dogi. Now Gambit is in. Gambit has a very free Katal right now. Or Ironhead, doesn't even matter. Lazuli won with Dogi in week 1. Alright, respect, respect. Did Dogi do anything though, or was it just existing? Alright, Manibus comes in with Sticky Barb, is able to easily beat this King Gambit though, which is nice. Can just spam Roost until you need to foul play. Okay, Pult is in. Looks like Specs Pult. Does it click Flamethrower on a crazy play? Nope. I don't think Flamethrower would have even knocked this Gambit out. It's a tanky Gambit. Ironhead. The Joker Ogerpon is in now. Gets the Cudgel crit, but I mean there's a Terra Ogerpon in play. It just needs to click Ivy Cudgel. Because nothing that Ogerpon Wellspring can click will Oko Ogerpon Teal. Unless U-turn crit. But if you're U-turn, probably not Encore. Then King Gambit could revenge. So like a lot would have needed to go badly in order for Wellspring to somehow 2v1 the King Gambit Ogerpon. Alright, Cyclod versus PDT just started. Let's tap in for this. Okay, so based on the look of these teams, Cyclod is my teammate, PDT is the enemy who won already. There is a... This looks like a Bia team. I'm pretty sure this is a Bia team, this Deoxys Iron Moth team. I've used it before on ladder. Cyclod is using what looks like a pretty standard like Tusk offense, I would say. I like to run U-turn, Encore, not Cudgel. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Encore or U-turn definitely exists, but for the context... Oh, shit. That sucks. For the context of, like, what was happening, it probably wasn't. Okay, that Thunderwave miss is tough because... Especially because Iron Moth is switching out here. But nice Dragon Tail set. Okay, so Iron Moth is going to be sacked now, I assume. Just to get T-Spikes up. That's a big deal. Those T-Spikes are going to hurt. Alright, now Deoxys is in. Kyurem eats the superpower, so trades the Kyurem's life for Deoxys. Which could be a really good trade depending on how these next turns go. Ivy Cudgel comes out. Darkrai comes in, threatening this out with like a Sludge Bomb. Ogerpon is able to eat that and Trailblaze. That's kind of scary. But has the Ivy Cudgel, can't Trailblaze again, so Booster Valiant should be able to revenge this, which is what we're about to see. Okay. Gold is in now. Gets knocked off. Choice Scarf? Yeah, Choice Scarf. This is going to come down to D-Knight versus D-Knight. Or Gold plus D-Knight versus... Wait, wait, look. They have the exact 3 Pokemon still alive. That's really funny. They all have Great Tusk, Dragonite, Gold. This is society. This is society with the Volcarona ban. Whose Gold Tusk D-Knight is going to come out on top? The HP goes to Sireclad by about 70%. Okay, Dragonite goes for the D-Dance. Ice Spinner is going to come out now. This is Terra Flying Dragonite. That took so little, actually. That's pretty scary. Now Sireclad has to go to Gold and Thunder Wave this. Oh, this is going to be a crazy close game, actually. Oh, this is going to be insane. Oh my god, okay. Okay, Thunder Wave has to connect. Thunder Wave does connect. Okay. Dragonite has to avoid Paras now. Doesn't avoid one of them. Okay. Oh, it's Mono Terra Blast. Or maybe he expected Dragonite from it? I'm not sure. Alright, Tusk is in now. Oh, it's Speed Booster. Wait, who wins this? Oh, we have another game, GSC. Okay, it's Earthquake Speed Booster. Is it Taunt? Oh god, if it's Taunt, Sireclad might be cooked. Now EQ kills Gold, I imagine. We're gonna find out. Or, I mean, we did find out. It's not EQ, or just chose not to click it. Wait, this is gonna be intense. It depends on what this Tusk set is. Okay, Terrafly is clicked on Rapid Spin. Terrafly is clicked... Oh yeah, I said that. I don't know why I was like, what? Wait, why was Terrafly clicked in on Dragon Dance? Oh shit, I think not Dragon Dancing was a throw. Oh shit. Wait, does Gold knock out after... How much does Ice Spinner do? Does Ice Spinner plus Make It Rain knock out Dragonite? That's the question. That's what this comes down to right now. Watch this Terra Ice now. He already Terra'd his Dragonite. That was like kind of a 50-50. That PDT won, but I don't know if Ice Spinner does enough with multi-scale plus Make It Rain. Oh my god, it crits! No! Okay, wait, Dragon Dance was clicked. That was wrong. You had to Terra Blast, avoid crit, and live Make It Rain, which I don't know if Dragonite could have done. But I don't think the crit mattered. Yeah, the crit definitely didn't matter. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. PC made some pretty crazy plays to bounce back from that. I think Great Tusk shouldn't have Rapid Spun here. What's up, Kavi? How you doing? Nah, it's not E-Speed. And E-Speed wouldn't have knocked it out at +1, I'm pretty sure. I think here you always Ice Spinner. Because the only sets that can win in this situation is like Terra Flying or Terra Ground. Because Terra Fairy would lose to Gold for sure. So I think you had to Ice Spinner. And I think here you had the Dragon Dance, like 100%. Here you definitely had the Dragon Dance. Yeah, I think here you definitely had the Dragon Dance. That's tough. I swear if Claude Didi's turn 1, he wins. Yeah, it's not Taunt Deoxys. It actually might have. But no, he has Trick Gold. He has Trick Gold. He can handle it. But wow, this is really a weak Dragonite. Nah, the crit definitely didn't matter. Like, the crit didn't matter at all, I'm pretty sure. Because +1 Ice Spinner, how much did it do at the end? It did 60% with the crit, which means it does 40 without a crit, roughly. 42 multi-scale means it does 80 without multi-scale, so it was never going to matter. Oh, turn 1 on his D-Knight coming out. Yeah, that's... Oh, yeah, that's also true, probably. What's my team now? I think like 2-8. It's doomed. It's very doomed. Alright, now we have M Dragon versus My Jester. Oh, you meant gold low roll. Yeah. If a gold low rolled, it's possible. Let's see. Let me make sure to add this person. Alright. This game is important, I think. I think Tyrants need a win here for sure. Gen 2 games take so long. Yeah. Alright. Tyrants need a tie. They need to win out 4 in a row in order to tie. That's tough. So Jester needs to beat M Dragon, who's like one of the most respected players ever. Wait, stream froze? Wait, stream froze? What? Why? Well, maybe because I was changing, like going through a lot of tabs, it froze, but I think we should be back. Alright, so Jester's using Toxic Double-Edged Flame Lax, huh? I'm still waiting for this Halam game. I'm gonna tag him to see when it's happening. Oh, I think it's dipping because I like minimize the tab. I shouldn't minimize it if I'm tracking things out. Just trying to pull up the schedule. Okay, we're good now. Please, M Dragon, I need this. Whoa, what is this Tyrant's Hate Watch? Jinx is gone. Oh, Protect Cloister. Huh. Okay. Double back to Snorlax. Gets forced out. Tries to Toxic the opposing Lax. Love the Toxic on this team. Triple Toxic. This looks tough for Jester. His team is really, really... Oh, Raikou can maybe rest up. That's a big deal. Is this Whirlwind? Oh, it's Whirlwind Zapdos, I think. It's cooked. Yeah, it's cooked. Unless Raikou comes in right now and rests up. Bigs win the week against Lax and Lax miss out on playoffs with Lax. I don't understand. Bigs miss out on playoffs with or without me. Yeah, M-Dragon is kind of cooking him right now. But if this Toxic lands on Zapdos, it's a really big deal, actually. Hold on. Oh my god, the crit. And an early GG comes out. Wow. How could anyone play this tier? Yeah. It's not for the faint of heart, for sure. Yeah, this is nasty. This is super nasty. Because now he just has to whirl everything and then boom, lax with the Cloyster. But he did get pretty unlucky. If Toxic connected on Zapdos earlier, I think he could have won. Does he have boom on something else? I guess you're never getting through opposing Snorlax. Yeah. Alright, let me see what else is happening. Damn, Halam's game is in 1 hour. There might be... Let's see, what else is going on? Helion versus Kate. Entrocephalo versus Dolly. Okay, wait, we got some good games. Okay, we got some SV games going on. So we're definitely going to make sure to tap in for those. Let me see if Helion is online. Yo, why did I lose where the H's are at? Okay, Helion is online. Kate is also online, so that should start very soon, hopefully. And then we have... What was the other matchup? I forget, but there should be 2 games. Let's hope there are 2 games. Alright, Helion versus Kate. Kate is using Vert Screens. Helion is using Helam's team, so pretty boring picks, honestly, but it could still be a hype game. Will there be any Gen 8 games? I'm not sure. But we're going to definitely watch these SB games, and then we're going to see the vibes of like what else is going on after. Okay, so obviously Deoxys lead is expected, but leading it like a bot is probably not the play. Because Samurott on Deoxys lead is going to put Kate really behind with a bunch of free layers. And the knocked off Light Clay, potentially. Matches are kind of stomps this week. Only Scooter's Tigers kind of close. This is Scooter's Tigers, right? So this is a pretty hype one then, if it's close. Okay. Lead Samurott on Kiram. That's a good lead for Kate. It should force the Samurott out. Because I don't think it's AV Samurott, but I'm not sure. Helion is kind of immediately forced into gold or clef here, or he stays in. That Cerulege might just sweep the game once it gets speed boost. Using a lot of timer though, which makes sense. It's a pretty difficult turn one that becomes a giga advantage for Kate if they use their Terra right now. If it's not using Terra, then Kate is kind of cooked by this gold. Gold is going to get some good value here. A lot of timers being used right now. Kate has to decide right now, am I committing to Terra Blast? And the answer is no. Gold clicks trick on the Deoxys. Oh, it's cooked. Oh, it's cooked. This is the freest Shadow Ball of life into Make It Rain, potentially.